Selamlar dostlar. Assassin's Creed Odyssey'in 13. bölümüyle beraberiz artık. Ana görevlere devam edebiliriz. Belli yerleri bitirdik. Öleceğim. Ben güzel bir yetenek aldım da sanırım bize sıkıntı çıkarabilir. Bir süre. Canımız %25. Hep böyle kalacak. Büyük ihtimal biraz ölürsek kaldırabiliriz o. Şu an bu balta %100 daha fazla vuracak. Öyle bir şey yaptık.
I'd have been eaten alive if it weren't for you.
I don't think they'd eat you.
But they would have certainly killed me. So thank you.
I'm always happy to help someone in need.
The world could do with more like you. Especially now.
Pericles sent me. He was worried about you. Do you often get tied up and surrounded by snakes?
How can you joke about this? Thugs broke into my home, dragged me here, tied me up and surrounded me with these hideous creatures. They must be stopped.
The snakes?
The thugs!
I'll track them down, Metiojos. Don't worry.
Tensions are high right now. At this rate, we'll tear it.
Bilerek böyle birazcık yarıda kesiyorum çünkü çok yavaş konuşuyorlar, o yüzden. Zaten okunuyor altyazıdan ne dedikleri. O yüzden fazla uzatmıyorum. Şimdi gidelim bakalım ne var ne yokmuş. Evet, geldik
Part of
sayılır.
Athens I doubt Pericles is proud to talk about. There has to be a clue around here somewhere.
Güzel. Başka var mı içeride? Bunlara da artık dikkat etmemiz lazım.
Snakes. Like the ones that were meant to kill Metiojos.
Çünkü dikkat etmezsek patlayacağız.
Looks like the thugs
Ve
who attacked
%25 can çok
Metiojos
az.
weren't the masterminds behind this plot.
Tamam.
Snake bites. And someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident. This must be the house of Metiojos' attackers. But the letter proves they're just tools in someone else's plan. Whose?
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiojos. I found the snakes, the letter from your friend, and a body. All here.
Boraktis. We all knew the risks. Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
I know someone gave you those snakes. They used you to do their dirty work. I want to know who.
He's a real hero of Athens. No puppet of Pericles.
Don't be someone's puppet. Tell me where the snake dealer is.
All right, all right. He's got a camp just outside the walls. Sells his snakes from there.
It's not too late to make a difference, but we have...
Maybe you're right. You didn't have to show us mercy.
Start here. This district is your home. Ignore the politicians and concentrate...
Thank you. We will try.
I need to rid Athens of this snake seller.
Denersiniz hadi bakalım. Şimdi şöyle bir sıkıntımız var ki dönemimiz fullmüş. Orada benim o adamı bir şekilde teklemem falan, öyle bir şey yapmam lazım. Bir tane yaslayalım. Zehirciye zehir de saklıyoruz.
His death should keep friends of Pericles safe.
This area will be well defended.
Evet, geldik sayılır. Şuradan girelim. Adamla konuşalım.
Looks like your situation's improved since we...
The danger has passed for now. But while those...
A group of fishermen tied you up. They were being used by a snake dealer.
What did you do with them?
I showed them the error of their ways and sent them on their way.
I'm glad no blood was shed. But how do you know they won't return?
I made it very clear that doing anything stupid would make me angry.
Well, that must have been a terrifying experience for them. Thank you for your help, Mr.
That's
Tamam,
everything
bunu da
Pericles wanted.
hallettik.
Time to return to him and find out what his Athenians know about my mother.
Şimdi parti yapacağız, partileyeceğiz. Burada bir şey var mı? Loot mut yokmuş, tamam. O zaman göreve gidelim. Evet, buraya da geldik sayılır. Şöyle girelim içeriye. Phoebe.
Alexios, it's you!
Phoebe!
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave.
So, you somehow work here?
No, for Aspasia.
I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in.
Kasaların giydik kıyafeti mi giyeceğiz şu an mesela?
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
Merak ediyorum şu an acaba. Ona
I
uğraşmamışlar.
feel
Aa, mavi oldu,
uncomfortable
tamam.
in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that
Farklıymış.
like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you serious,
Is that everything?
you're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
Zaten silahlarımı falan alacağım yani. Sokrates de
Here,
Herodot da
Alexios.
buradaymış.
The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made his grand entrance. Only
Herodotos. Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need...
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. A pit, they may not look it, but this group hold... Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as...
He's a writer of comedies, of all things.
It looks more like a lover's quarrel to me.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of...
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh,
Vile Socrates.
Yanlışlıkla biraz fazla geçtim de 2 saattir konuşuyorlar.
Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Ne yapıyor bu ya?
let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me,
This is going to be a long night. Party should...
if these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just...
Thank you, Herodotos.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what...
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay...
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
Me too. Şimdi şöyle bir şey yapacağız. Bir dakika, sakin ol.
I'm too busy to deal with you at the moment. Go on now, out of my kitchen.
I suppose you've come in here to
Sen zengin, küstah bir dangalaksın diyelim mi?
There's a war at the city walls. Suffering, starvation. And you're in here arguing because someone at the party isn't giving you the attention you need?
That's no way to calm down someone who is obviously upset.
No. It's not.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I?
I am looking for information that will help me find someone. A Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That ridiculous.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
So, we get him drunk, and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Argos'u zaten.
Impressive foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right, if nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some
Tatlı
friendly
şarap.
advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan...
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
Şimdi. Ne
A new face
konuşabiliriz?
in Pericles' abode. Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon.
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Alexios.
I wouldn't peg you as an Alexios. But never mind. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for work.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say.
When I need to relax, I start to fight. For you, though...
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Euripides seems quite...
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered...
Ready for more?
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more!
You ready for another?
This wine is terrible.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into...
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she would trust priests.
Then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
Tamam, bunu hallettik. Beklesen niye geri dönüyorum? Ha, buna tamam git diyeceğiz.
How's Euripides? Drunk.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you come.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Tamam, bunu hallettik. Sokrates'le hiç konuşmak istemiyorum ama konuşacağız galiba. Şunun zeytinyağını verelim.
Someone's being hurt. Open this door, or I'll kick it in!
No, don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such
Ace bu şerefsiz yüzünden çıktı bence ya. Afrika falan dümen.
Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish
Ne
between
yapıyorsun oğlum?
sounds
Vur
of
lan şunun
pleasure
suratına
and
bir tane.
Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door.
Ya sus.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say?
Now it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
The Etera? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet.
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without...
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much.
Tamam, bunu da hallettik. Şimdi bununla konuşurken de Aspasya
Being
gelecek.
so new to Athens and gaining access to this symposium is no small feat. Though you said that
I've made my choice.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the
You've been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
we're discussing the nature of rulers. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
This argument between you two is pointless.
Perhaps. How do you define art?
I'm not getting dragged into this.
Very well. Answer this. Does the artist not give form and symmetry to her subject?
Well, yes.
Laws and justice do much the same for people, do they not? And is there any better way to communicate the story of a people than by revealing its customs and laws? If yes, then ruling, and thus justice, must be an art, as Thrasymachos says.
If you say so.
Aspasia.
You shouldn't be too hard on Socrates. He really has a brilliant mind.
He isn't always like that, is he?
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he?
I can go get him, and Alexios can help. Everyone listens when he talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Alexios will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
Ne yaptık ki Megaris'te? Megaris'te ne yaptık biz ya?
I did what I had to, and I do it again. I make no apologies.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
Ne yaptık biz Megaris'te ya? Oyları burada karıştırdık. Megaris'te Peler'i vuracaktık, vurmadık. Ha. Megaris'te Spartalılara kazandırdık ya. Onu mu diyor acaba?
I'd be more comfortable in these clothes if I had a blade in my hand.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I'm searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
Gidelim Perikles konuşalım. Donk donk donk. Perikles yukarıda gösteriyor. Ama tırmanamıyoruz yani, zaten buradan gideceğiz. Şimdi ben bu bölüme gelmeden önce boşta takılırken Perikles'i öldürseydim nasıl bir senaryo yaşanacaktı acaba? Onu da merak etmiyor değilim.
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Dayı sen çok şerefsiz bir insansın ya. Ben bunu keşke öldürseydim. Çok gıcığıma gidiyor. İkidir böyle ters yapıyor. O kadar işini hallettik.
You've been hiding from your guests long enough. Aspasia seems to think so too.
She usually does. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough.
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds,
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is...
Spartans outside the walls, people crammed inside.
Even so, there isn't another city I'd rather live in.
I can't say I know how that feels.
When you find your place, you'll know it.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me.
Time will tell.
Şimdi böyle hallettik, hemen aşağı inelim. Zıplamıyor. Karakter şu an normal insan oldu. Sadece düz yürüyebiliyor. Ben gidebilirim değil mi buradan artık?
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most...
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
Sana ne la?
There's a woman on the island of Chaos that I need to meet. I think I'll head there first.
I've heard there are pirates there.
I'll be sure to be careful.
Good.
İtemlerimi geri ver şimdi.
Not going to beg to come along
Evet,
this
bölüm
time?
çok uzun sürdüğü için
I'm happy here.
burada bitiriyoruz. Sadece partiyle geçti
means
yani,
you'll be
hiçbir
back.
şey yapamadık adam akıllı.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Assasin. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bakalım, sonraki bölüm biraz daha uzun sürebilir ama çünkü 3 yere birden gitmeyi planlıyorum. Şimdi 3 yere gittiğimiz zaman da her biri 10 dakika sürmez herhalde. Biraz yarım saatten daha uzun sürebilir. Bir de kültist ipucu bulduk sanırım. Evet, bugünlük de bu kadardı. Kendinize iyi bakın. Görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın.